Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages are coming through for the collective today, please. What do we need to hear? My bad decisions keep playing in my mind, and I wish I could go back and change them. Well, your person can't really go back in time, can they, and change these bad decisions that they made? All they can do is move forward and make better decisions, wiser choices. But your person is acknowledging here that they can see where they made the bad decisions that caused the damage in this connection. But it's not just about this relationship, I feel, because what I'm hearing is your person is also able to see where they made bad decisions and poor choices in other areas of their lives as well, wishing that they could go back and do things differently. But we don't have a time machine. We don't have that DeLorean, and all we can do is move forward with our lives and make better decisions and wiser choices. Because I feel what is happening for your person, they can see, they can acknowledge where they made these bad decisions, and they don't want to make them again. But they are replaying them over and over in their mind as well. But at the moment, these bad decisions are the powerful teacher that your person needs just now so that they can see and understand where they blew it, not only in this connection with you, but very much perhaps in other areas of their life as well. But let's see what else we need to hear. What else do we need to know? What messages are coming through for the collective today, please? I have wounds you don't know about. Well, I actually feel that this is one of the bad decisions that your person made by not sharing these old wounds with you. Did your person, you guys watching the reading, did your person share with you some past traumas or drama that they went through that created these deep wounds for them? They see and understand, though, now where these wounds negatively impacted their life. And that is perhaps what has caused them to make these bad choices and poor decisions. But being able to look at and address these wounds takes shadow work. It takes really looking within ourselves to be able to identify and purge those things that have kept us stuck in our lives. And it's not just about relationships, but other areas of our lives as well. Our career, our association with our work people. It can also affect our family. It can affect our friendships. It can affect our financial security and stability as well. If you have these old wounds that you haven't healed or worked through or let go of. But what else I'm hearing is that your person wishes that they had talk to you about these old wounds in the past, because they feel that if they had shared this with you, you would have a greater understanding of them and why they made these bad decisions, but also why they have acted and behaved in ways that were hurtful to you. And what else I'm hearing is when your person makes their way back to you, they want to tell you about these old wounds that they have been carrying with them for oh so very long. Wounds that are from childhood, from grade school, from junior high, from high school, that they have just drug around with them for so long because they feel that if they can share this with you, it will lighten their load. It will release some of this burden and get rid of the final tentacles that these old wounds have within them so that they no longer affect your person or affect this relationship. And that will allow your person to live their best life, their most authentic life, living from the perspective of their heart and their soul. I have to break the toxic patterns in my life. Well, yes. And what are those toxic patterns for your person? It can be about them overreacting to everything. It can be about them creating big, huge arguments when there doesn't need to be one. And that is self-sabotaging behavior, isn't it? Why, yes, it is. And that is a toxic pattern. It can also be carrying around these old emotional wounds. It can be triggers that your person has had within them for a long time that cause them to overreact. But it can also be their stubbornness. It can be their pride, and it can be their ego. It could be their selfishness in not being able to give to you or allow them to be accountable and responsible to this connection and to this relationship with you in the past, because your person is getting rid of these toxic patterns. When we have patterns, especially relationship patterns, we tend to recreate the same scenario in every relationship that we're in. And usually it creates a failure. It creates a failed relationship. But your person does not want to fail at this connection or this relationship with you anymore, which is why they are identifying and releasing these toxic patterns that come from their past. Let's see what else we need to know about this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? What messages are coming through for the collective? You were right. I was wrong. Now, you guys watching the reading, did you ever try to talk to your person about some of these issues? Did you ever try to show them how these bad decisions were negatively impacting their lives in other areas besides this connection with you? Did you ever tell them that they had these old emotional wounds that they needed to heal or work through? Did you ever express to them that they had toxic and dysfunctional behavior that they have brought into your relationship from their past toxic and dysfunctional relationships? And that toxic and dysfunctional relationship doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It can be relationships with family, with parents, with aunts and uncles, extended family, or it could even be with friends, especially if those friends are dysfunctional and your person wasn't listening to that. But they see it now, they get it. This is about them acknowledging that you were always right. You've always known what was going on with this person. But also what I'm hearing is if you had tried to have conversations with this person about what this connection was, whether you were soulmates, whether you were twin flames, and this person wasn't willing to listen to this in the past, well, they're able to see and acknowledge it now. Because during this time that you have been away from each other, they have been replaying these conversations and seeing where you were right, acknowledging where you were speaking the truth. And if they had only listened to you back then, their life would be so very different now. But they are listening to these things that you told them now, where you were right and they were wrong. And they are making the adjustments that they need to make within themselves so they can stop making bad decisions. They can't go back in time. All they can do is make better choices with you and this connection and other areas of their lives moving forward. But this is what this person is doing just now, healing these wounds, getting rid of the toxic patterns. I needed some time to get my act together. Yes, they did. But your person, I really feel, is getting their act together. Because this time that you are away from each other is for them to get their act together. And that is why we call this preparing for union instead of separation. Because your person is working through the issues that have held them back from this relationship. They are getting rid of these old behaviors. They are getting rid of these relationship patterns that they've carried from one relationship to another. And as I mentioned earlier, that is not just about relationships that are romantic, but also relationships with family, with friends and other people in our lives. They are addressing these wounds that have kept them stuck, this old emotional baggage that they've been carrying around with them for so very long, because it is like this heavy weight around their neck. What is that called? Like an albatross? It is this heavy weight that has been keeping them stuck from being able to live their most authentic life, from living their best life and being able to attain that success and that financial security, perhaps even in terms of getting a better job or their dream job. These things, these wounds, these toxic patterns, these issues, these bad choices have prevented your person from living the life that they truly desire. And this is what they are working on now during the time apart, but they are getting their act together. Let's use some tarot cards now and get some confirmation or some additional information about what we're seeing so far for this reading today, guys. So what else do we need to hear for this reading today, please? What other messages are coming through? What does the collective need to hear? This is the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins is about creating change. And this is telling us that your person is definitely creating the changes that they need by getting their act together. But the Two of Coins is also a card of equal give and take. It is about restoring balance to this connection, but also to their life. If they have had all of these issues, obviously they have an out of balance condition within their mind, within their heart, within their soul, and they are restoring this balance to themselves now, trying to find their own equilibrium. And this in turn will bring greater balance into this connection with your person. But also this Two of Coins is about change and creating the changes they need within them so that they can then show back up for you and create the changes that this connection needs in order for the two of you to move forward. But let's see what else. What else is coming through, please? What do we need to hear? This is the Six of Swords. I love the Six of Swords in this deck. It reminds me of that. Well, it actually reminds me of a scene from Phantom of the Opera, where Christine is down under the ground in the basement of the opera house in Paris on that boat, going to see the Phantom. But the Six of Swords is about transition. And yay, because this definitely needs transition. Your person needs to go through this transformation and change. That is happening for them right now during this time that you are away from each other, where they are getting their act together. The Six of Swords tells us your person is leaving this stuff in the past, letting it go, leaving it, dropping it off, burning it up, torching it, getting rid of it, dumping it in the dumpster, whatever they have to do so that they can move forward to this lighter, brighter future, where they can live their best life, where they can have this connection with you. The Six of Swords is also a card of communication, telling us that your person will be reaching out to you soon. But let's see what else we need to know. Let's see what we need to hear for this reading today, please. The King of Cups. I love the King of Cups so much because the King of Cups is all about your person growing up. This tells us that they will no longer be making bad decisions because the King of Cups energy is one of wisdom. It is one of stability and one of emotional maturity. When your person returns, they will be accountable and responsible to you and to this relationship. This tells us that they are going to share everything with you. They will tell you about these old emotional wounds that have kept them stuck to a past that is no longer serving them. Letting that go is going to be such a relief for your person and a relief for you guys as well, because it'll make your relationship oh so much better without them dragging that old ball and chain around with them all the time. Releasing these toxic patterns, getting rid of them, being able to see and understand that they need to approach this relationship from a place of love, because the King of Cups is all about love. The King of Cups is a water sign, so if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, this can be a place of validation, but you don't have to be a water sign for this reading to work. These are collective readings. They are for everyone. It's more important to see how this card relates to the rest of the reading, because it is the energy of what is happening for your person and for this connection right now, regardless of their sign. But the King of Cups is someone who's going to show up for you and tell you how they feel about you, show you how they feel about you, where their words and actions will be forever in alignment with each other. No more of the emotional roller coaster of ups and downs and on and off that can come with that Two of Coins, that Two of Pentacles. But let's see what else. What else do we need to hear for this reading today, please? What do we need to know? The Six of Cups. This is about your person thinking about you, thinking about these bad decisions that are playing over in their mind, because the Six of Cups is a card of reliving memories, reviewing conversations, replaying those things over and over again in their mind, being able to see where you were right and they were wrong, being able to also acknowledge this to you when they show back up for you, because that is what the energy of this King of Cups will do. But with the Six of Cups, it also tells us your person wants to reconcile with you, because it is about someone returning from the past to start over, to start fresh, with the both of you being in a much better place than where this relationship was before, because your person has been doing the work to get their act together and going through this powerful place of transition that comes with that Six of Swords. But let's see what else. See what else we need to know, please. The Ace of Cups. I love the Ace of Cups. It's all about beginning again in love. And it will feel like a new relationship that you are in with your person as they return, which actually makes a lot of sense because they have changed and transformed. They're going to have more of the energy of this King of Cups regardless of their sign, regardless of their gender as well. It is about the energy. So this is about your person being able to tell you how they feel about you, show you how they feel about you, being vulnerable with you, letting you in, letting down their guard, sharing everything with you, including these old emotional wounds that you don't know about. And think about it, when you are talking to somebody about these things that happened to you a very long time ago that you have kept buried deep within you, locked down, that is being extremely trusting and extremely vulnerable with someone, to share everything with them, to let them in to everything that has ever happened to you throughout your life. This is how your person is going to be as they return to you, because they also want you to understand why they had these toxic and perhaps dysfunctional patterns with you in the past as well. The Ace of Cups is about fresh start in love. We also have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands tells us your person is so very attracted to you on every level. The Queen of Wands is the perfect blending of fire and water, which is very steamy, and they have a lot of passion for you as well. But they see you as a mover and a shaker. They see you as someone who makes things happen. There is this magical quality about you sometimes where you just make something happen. And your person doesn't have you in their life right now to help them work through their stuff, to help them work through their issues, and they do have regret and remorse about that at the moment. The Queen of Wands is a fire sign, so that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But as well with this Queen of Wands, when they return, they are going to respect you. They are going to treat you with the love and the respect that you desire and deserve from them, because they are going through this powerful transformation. We also have the Strength card, and this is about how your person sees you. They see this strength in you. They see this compassion in you. They see this grace in you, because you have overcome so many challenges and obstacles in your own life. You have been able to deal with your old wounds. You have been able to break any toxic patterns that you have been having in the past concerning relationships, because this is what you guys have been working through as well during the time that you've been away from each other. But you have inspired this person to do this work, to get their act together, to do this major overhaul that they're doing right now. Strength is ruled by Leo. We also have the Ten of Coins, and the Ten of Coins is where it's all at, because the Ten of Coins is about long-term partnership and your person desiring this long-term partnership with you. The Ten of Coins is a card of commitment. It is a card of hearth and home. It is about you and your person planning a future together and then doing what is necessary to make it happen by building a rock-solid foundation for this relationship. And we also have the Seven of Coins, which is about your person wanting to invest in love, invest in this partnership, invest in this commitment, and build a lighter, brighter future for each other together as a couple on a strong foundation that is so necessary for this relationship to build those strong roots that go deep into the earth and keep everything grounded between the two of you. I also want to just show this one really quick. This is the Tower. And the Tower is not a card to be feared. The Tower is a card that tells us your person has had a major wake-up call, and the universe has come along to shake them up and wake them up to get them moving on this journey back towards you, so that you can have a much better relationship moving forward, allowing them to break these toxic patterns, allowing them to see where these wounds that they have been carrying around with them for so long have been toxic. But your person sees it and gets it now. They have a greater understanding of it. And when they return, they are going to give back so much to you, so much more than they've ever given, because they want to show you the depth and extent of their love for you through their words and through their actions every day for the rest of your lives. This is the World. This card comes with number 29. Well, this card in this deck is actually about expansion. And I feel that this is about your person's consciousness expanding. They are going through spiritual growth, which makes sense because that Six of Swords is here. But also with this card, I feel that it tells us that your person thinks the world of you. You rocked their world when the two of you first met, and you turned them all upside down, and they weren't ready for you. but they are preparing for you. They are getting ready for the power of this love and of this connection. The world comes with number 29, if anyone resonates with 29, but it does resolve to 11, which is about union because 11 resolves to 2. Also, the world tells us your person thinks the world of you. They want to travel with you. They want to have new experiences with you because the world is also about, from every ending comes a new beginning. It is all about the circle of life. Only this time, this relationship with your person will be on a much higher level than it was before, which is going to give it that staying power and stability that comes with that 10 of Pentacles. We also have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. This card comes with number 37, if anyone resonates with 37, but that does resolve to 10, which resolves to 1, which is about, ta-da, fresh starts. But the third chakra is the power center. It is where your strength is. It is where your willpower is. It is where your will is. It is right there at the navel area. And I do feel that what this is telling us is that your person is finding their strength. They are finding that power that they need to move through the remainder of these lessons, to heal these wounds, to let them go, to destroy these toxic patterns, to let that go as well, to show back up for you and explain everything to you and tell you why they made these bad decisions and promise you that they're not going to make these bad decisions moving forward because your person sees it, they get it, they understand it. Remember, they've had that tower moment, they've had that major wake-up call and that big, huge epiphany from the people upstairs, and they see and they get it and they understand it so much more now than they ever have in the past. And this is going to make them be a better person for you, for this relationship, and just a better person in general, which is going to allow them to live a much better life, finding that job that they desire, getting that dream job, finding that financial security and stability that they're looking for, being successful in all areas of their lives. That is what this third chakra is about. But let's see what else we need to know. Let's see what other messages are coming through for the collective, please. What do we need to hear for this reading today, please? What do we need to know? Perspective. Well, this is about a shift in perspective, I feel, that your person is having now. They've definitely had a clear headspace. That tower energy will definitely do that. Blow everything out of the way. All of those clouded judgments, bad decisions, all of that clouded thinking, being struck by that lightning strike that is always hitting the tower in the tarot card, that's the tower, and clearing out your person's headspace. They have awakened, they have woken up, and they see things now with much greater clarity than they ever have before. But also, this is about them wanting to be better off in their life. And they know that in order to be better off in their life, they have to work through these wounds. They have to break these toxic patterns and behaviors. They have to get rid of that dysfunctional stuff that they have been dragging around with them for a long time so that they can find this happiness, so that they can be happy in this connection and in this relationship with you because they know that they can, they know that they will, because that is what that 10 of coins is all about. Building a happy, fulfilling, stable, romantic partnership that goes the distance, that goes long term. And this is what they're seeing is going to be that ultimate happiness that they are looking for. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. Well, we do have messages coming from your person because we do have that 6 of Swords, which is about technology. So messages are coming from your person, text messages, voicemail messages, email messages, direct messages. There is definitely communication coming from your person based on the reading that we have today. But this is about them coming clean. This is about them telling you all about these old wounds that have kept them stuck, that have kept them trapped, that have kept them living this mediocre existence that they don't want to live anymore because they are embracing their power. their strength, and their courage. And this is what they are doing to overcome these obstacles and challenges that have been a hindrance to this connection, but other areas of their lives, because they want to come back in your direction and have this powerful Ace of Cups fresh start with you. But they will confess all of this to you and come clean so that you understand everything that has been going on with them and why they created this chaos and confusion for you in this relationship. Realizations. Well, yes, this is about epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Definite wake-up call for your person. Being able to see the forest through the trees. They understand. They get it. They've awakened to all of it. And again, that is part of that Six of Swords energy going through that period of transition. Being able to see the light. Interesting. That is a light bulb. The light bulb is on. And the light bulb is staying on for your person because they can see and understand where they blew it with you. They know what they have to do. They know that they have needed to release these things that have held them back for so very long, whether it is this old emotional baggage or these old wounds that have made big gaping holes in their hearts that they haven't healed yet, whether it is toxic and dysfunctional habits, behaviors, people perhaps. They know that they need to break all of this so that they can move forward into this better partnership and into this better relationship with you and in other areas of their lives as well. They needed to get their act together, and you have been that tremendous catalyst for change for them to make that happen. Just remember, you were right. You were always right. And they will confess that to you as they return, because you know and understand this person, which is why you could see what was going on with them. And you tried to share that with them. It's just they were closed off. But with that King of Cups energy being smack dab in the middle of this tarot portion of the reading, they are not going to be closed off anymore, because they're going to be opening their heart to you. They are going to let you in into the deepest core of who they are, because they can see where their wounds created this damage. They can see where their bad decisions created this damage as well. They don't want to make bad decisions. And while they can't go back in time and change any of this, they can move forward in time with you and make better decisions and wiser choices concerning you and this relationship, so the two of you can come into this beautiful union that comes with that 10 of coins. Because your person sees this future with you, they just needed to get their act together, and they weren't ready for you in the past, but they are getting ready for you now, because they want to embrace this love and they want to embrace this relationship. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.